Welcome to Hockey Tap Podcast, episode 226. I still got to get Sam to get the episodes right. But I'm your host, Bill Dean. I am, of course, here with my three co-hosts. Look at this. The gang
All
is
of us
back together.
This is crazy.
Schwim, Shorts Guy, Esteban.
Melvin.
You can find us, Melvin. I'm sure Eric and Sarah will be here soon. And yeah. You can find us on Primetime Radio, courtesy of Mr. Sam Wu. I'm behind the glass today. I don't know why my picture is weird like that, where I have the two edges where you guys don't, but whatever. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Leave us a 5-star review if you'd be ever so kind. Boys, what are we drinking?
I got a new one.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Kent
Brockman.
Brockman gin?
Kent Brockman.
I didn't know
Original.
he made his own gin. That's crazy.
A unique blend of botanicals with subtle notes of berry give it an intensely smooth taste to this beautifully made gin. That's beautifully written.
It is beautiful written. You're beautiful.
Yes.
What poem is that?
Cheers.
You're beautiful.
Does that gin welcome our new ant overlords or insect
I believe it
overlords?
does.
Okay. The gin you drink when your insect overlords return.
Short Sky, you want to go or me?
I'll go because I have nothing. I'm drinking water. I had
Nice.
quite a few fiddleheads last night at Sacred Hurricane, so
Ooh.
I'm going to take it easy.
No. Take it
Yeah.
easy today, guy. I am
heard that
drinking,
before.
I think I had this
Mucho.
at when we went to Zigmeister the other day, Ilani.
Oh, Alani. Yeah, that's very good.
New England style IPA. It's made with Ilani and Mosaic hops. Sweet fruit, grapefruit, and orange zest. Dive in and enjoy. I think I will.
It's currently
Zigmeister,
one of
thank you.
my favorites that they have on tap there right now.
I think I had this when we
Ilani.
went there. I had this and whatever the other Deep Sea Series one was,
Yeah, perhaps.
I suppose.
Not shabby. I went to a
Rough,
lovely
yeah.
place called Burnt Mills and got their cider. I got two
Woo!
pours.
You actually went?
I went. Yeah,
You
I went
went?
there.
Wow.
I went there
I don't believe it.
Saturday.
Wow.
Somebody
Yes,
went for you.
Saturday
Wow.
after.
Get out of
Right.
town.
Saturday
I
after Sarah's dance class ended at 11:45. I went, picked it up real fast, and came home. But yeah, this one's a
Oh,
cranberry
so
raspberry,
yes.
and
I
I
know.
highly recommend it.
I'm
Yeah,
suspicious.
Burnt Mills is good.
Burnt Mills.
Yes.
We'll go
Don't
there.
be
Burnt Mills is
suspicious.
We'll go there
Don't
shortly.
be suspicious.
We'll go
Don't
there
be
again.
Suspicious.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
be
We have-
a suspicion.
We have 4 different conversations going on at the same time right now, so nobody's actually talking to anybody or to
No,
anyone.
we're not talking
No,
to each
but
other. Yeah.
We should all pay the bear tax.
The bear tax.
You pay the bear tax. I pay the Schwimmy tax.
I can already tell this episode is going to be a very good one. Let's get to what's on tap for today's episode. Here is our weekly snapshot. USA, baby. Sweeping golds. Effing Canada.
Yeah.
62 Paralympics. I just saw the captain of the Paralympic team. He's been in 5 Olympics and has won 5 golds. The guy is a beast. He's played 20 years and, goes on a high note, which is pretty cool. But yeah, USA, obviously the women, which we were all super excited for. The men obviously coming, and shocking Canada. And then, Paralympics, which they were supposed to win and they did. Sweep golds the first time in history. That along with the World Juniors and everything else that's kind of happened. USA is looking pretty good. So I obviously got a nice little USA hockey shirt. And then on the back, it says things that Canada is better than America. And it says hockey and it's crossed out. It's not so anymore.
At least
But
this
yeah,
year.
at least this year. Yeah. Listen, now we're the hunty, or they're hunted, I should say. So it's going to be much harder for US, but it's a good thing to have. You'd rather be at the top of the hill, as John Cooper said, fending people off than trying to reach it. So not too shabby. Currently, you got Bruins beating the Bruins beating the Devils 2-1. You got Kings up 1-0. Or sorry, now Kings are up 3-0. Does Panarin scored? Wow, that changed real quick because it was 1-0. Has Panarin scored? Yeah, that's video. Panarin assist. So there we go. Good job, Artemi.
Well done.
Yeah, I want you to smoke them. Smoke us, please. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's happened the past few
Yeah.
days, but I think the big thing, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but the Austin Matthews stuff, especially the penalty and the lack of suspension for one Radko piece of shit Gudis.
And the lack of response by Toronto after,
which was even
got-
crazier. Apparently, and now if you watch the game, right, the injury happens where Gudis just knee on knee, like it's the dirtiest play that you could have in hockey. Because if you go out to if you want to go out and intentionally injure somebody, going after the knee is the best way to do it. And that alone was bad. And then you have his teammates, which include guys like O'Reilly and Nylander that are on the ice actually watching the play, and they're like, I didn't see what happened. And you have zero reaction. And then finally, in the intermission of the first period, Berube obviously skinned them because they came out in the second and third, get a win, but and they had a couple fights and stuff. But just a poor reaction from a team. That's not what you want to see. And I guess my question to you guys is, before we go to the penalty, which the suspension, is this the end of Austin Matthews in Toronto? Because I'm giving it 50-50. I really think that's one of those things that could put someone over the top. Just like I think Steven Schwinn, we talked about this when you came over to the house. Brady Tkachuk as well. Like Tkachuk, when he came back, he had all the things with the media, Canadian media, giving him grief for the post about block the wall and all this stuff that just happens at his White House, who he went and supported, came out and kind of stabbed him in the back there. But is this the end of these guys in Canadian markets, like big time American players in Canadian markets?
I don't think that this is either of these specific events are the triggers of it, but they certainly could potentially contribute to it. But as far as Toronto goes with Austin, I mean, if that's not the evidence of just a checked out team, and that's exactly what it is. Just they're just going through the motions, and so I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why anybody wouldn't stick up for him there regardless, but that's what I got. That's just a team that's completely and utterly checked out, and they just don't I don't think they care really about anything besides getting through this season and going on vacation. But no, like you said, I think yes, Austin Matthews, his days are kind of numbered there in Toronto. Brady Tkachuk probably also to a lesser extent, I think, because Matthews is obviously anybody in Toronto is under much heavier scrutiny than in Ottawa. But I think you're going to see them. I don't think you're going to see him. I know you were saying this offseason you could potentially see both of them. I don't want to say that it's absolutely not going to happen. I think it's probably unlikely, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I do agree. I think Austin definitely sooner rather than later. Brady maybe we'll see. I don't know. Maybe a couple of years even. We'll see what the trajectory of Ottawa is, because I think that kind of has a lot to do with it as well.
So if Toronto keeps trending down like they are, if they have another season next year like this, on top of everything that happened this year with him, and he's a free agent in 2 years, 2
years after
Austin
this.
Matthews. So if they keep having bad seasons and that on top of everything that's happened this season, absolutely, I could see him checking out. I also heard that who's their GM?
It's Treliving.
Treliving. That's I couldn't think of his stupid name. I heard that he called some of the players and chewed them out for not responding in real time when that happened. Yeah, so that's that team's garbage. Them in Florida.
Well, what sucks too for them, which is even worse, is their pick this year is top 5 protected, which right now they're outside looking in. But if they were to keep a top 5 pick this year, they lose next year and the year after that. No matter what, there's zero protections on it. So they could, if they start to tank and trade off Matthews and Nylander and these guys, they don't have their own pick.
Yeah, they got to get somebody else's pick back then if they're going to lose.
Which you would get. You would obviously, if you're shopping Matthews or Nylander, you're getting first round picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shorts?
Just probably not high ones.
It's
probably not.
I didn't see the hit. It's been a busy hockey weekend for me. I've been to 3 games in 3
bad.
days.
Just trust us. It's bad.
Yeah. I trust it's bad, but if they're not standing up for him, You're right, Esteban. That's a team that's checked out. I can guarantee that. Excuse me. I don't. As much as everyone hates to say that they don't want to see politics in sports, I think you may be seeing, a potential of that leaking into this whole situation where politics are now becoming intertwined, and he is now an American playing on a Canadian team, and the relationship between us and Canada has
And both
soured
captains.
in the last
Both
year.
of them are captains.
Uh-huh. So
That's even more so,
it's yeah, they didn't get any help after they did their whole White House thing, and then the White House does what the White House does, and they post a bunch of useless, pointless crap that just they find funny, and everyone else gets caught up in it. So I even saw someone, they were like leaflets being handed out in, I want to say, Winnipeg, showing a picture of Hellebuck, and it was saying something like the Medal of Fascism or something, with a picture of him on it. So it's definitely not as much
That's
as you hate.
surprising in Alberta.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, no, they're Manitoba. Winnipeg's Manitoba.
Correct.
But it's we're seeing it bleed into sports, and this is what happens.
Well, especially hockey, because of the split between Canada, Canada-USA relationship and the amount of players that are playing from both countries in the league.
And unfortunately, our current situation, 2-2. Devils just tied it up just for Brett with a goal. Unfortunately, our current administration is not doing any favors to us that do not like them. They're just making the world hate us more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also agreed.
Yeah. But just in case you're wondering, there's this great website called Waiting Since 67, and it's been 58 years, 11 months, 22 days, 23 hours, 11 minutes, and now 5 seconds since the Leafs last won the Cup on May 2nd, 1967.
I think I mentioned this last time. That's the last time they won the Cup was also the last time there were only 6 teams in the league.
Yeah.
Ever since it's expanded to beyond 6 teams, they first of all haven't won, but they haven't even been to one. So it's a pretty monumental, especially for such a massive market that draws so much talent all the time. Yeah, and they just I mean,
I think
we got one of those.
I think it's a real thing.
We got one of those cities. We got one of those cities in the U.S. as well. I don't know if William is familiar with that one.
It's called New York. Thank you. Thank God for the Yankees. The Yankees and one miraculous run in '94 is the only thing that I have as a fan.
Oh, well, Billy Dean, just in case
you're
wondering. Billy Dean, just in case you're wondering, it has been 31 years, 274 days, 21 hours, 57 minutes, and now 9-10 seconds since you last won the Cup on June 14th, 1994. Just
once again, thank you to the Yankees. 2009.
You guys are over 2 decades there yourself. That's no slouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
I gotta think that early 2000s is that long ago. That makes me upset.
It is upsetting.
I am a week away, less than a week away from a possible championship. So, I'm pretty happy right now.
UMass is up there too.
Where are you guys in your tournament?
I think we just actually it's a good question, which I forgot. I know that
this is regional stuff.
Yeah, it's all the divisional tournaments. So like we're the AHA, so we have our championship on Saturday. It looks like you have semifinals coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we beat Northeastern 4-1. I knew that. I just didn't see after that. So they're going to play this weekend coming up. TD Bank Garden, and they're going to face. Who do they actually face? It didn't have it yet because they played today.
Are they Did they centralize theirs and have it just in one spot?
Yeah, they go to Boston. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Friday, March 20th. You got BC versus. Excuse me. Sorry, UMass's Merrimack. Yeah, Friday. Cool.
Yeah, there it is, Merrimack. Okay, I see it now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
UMass
BC
Merrimack,
versus
and then
UConn.
Yeah, which is still weird to me that UConn is in Hockey East because it's just they don't strike me as a hockey school at all.
No, they aren't. Yeah, but yeah, we're the number two team, and then 3 and 4 is we're doing pretty well. So
wow, so you have a 1-game semi, and then your championship is the next day. Yeah, so we had a best of 3 semi.
Yeah, that's interesting. Best of 3.
It was a best of 3 semi, a best of 3 quarter, and then a one-off final on Saturday between Sacred Heart and Bentley. So,
but we have right now Greg Carvel, Coach of the Year, and Mike Rabel, Player of the Year. He's our goaltender. He's been awesome. So UMass is doing pretty good stuff. So, but yeah, obviously anyone that watches college hockey when it happens, the playoffs is some of the best, and highly recommend turn on any games you can find, because even no name schools, every Michigan school is in this tournament, but you find a no name school, and the players that play and balls to the wall, and you can clearly see, just like in the NHL playoffs, that it means everything to these guys, and I highly recommend watching some college hockey this weekend and the weekends to come. It's 10,000 times better than the March Madness. So.
It is. It was great to be up there twice this weekend, and then to be at last weekend's game. They're just it's such great hockey, and like you said, these kids really do care, even though they're in their mid-20s at this point by the time they actually make it to playing D1.
Your arena in Sacred Heart looks really nice too, from the pictures that you've
it's beautiful.
It looks really nice.
It is absolutely beautiful. It's a brand new facility. It's like 3 years open, 3 years now. Ice is great. A little warm in the building, but that's no big deal. But yeah, they really did it and did it well at that place. So I got to have you guys come up there next season, because there's no more home games. Maybe
a dual trip, Sacred Heart to UMass, and we'll come back.
Listen, I'm all for it. I am all for it. We can do like a Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we'll do the Friday, Saturday split.
I don't know if you guys just saw Calgary, Edmonton, and Prague are going to host the 2028 World Cup. We didn't actually talk about Gudis suspension. 5 games is a joke. We've all said it.
Tangent.
But we kind of got sidetracked once again, as this is typical. Obviously 5 games, we all think it's just a absolute piece of crap ruling, and when you have guys like George Peros and face punchers in the NHL player safety, they're not going to give realistic suspension timelines. You have to have someone, like Schwim said, outside the organization that has nothing to do with hockey.
Nothing to do with hockey.
A third party. A third party guy running it. But would you guys have said 10, 20 games? Like, what would have been your?
I don't think I would have gone 20, but I would say, double digit, because he's a repeat offender. He's been suspended 20, however many games, and forfeited almost $30 million. Right? Yeah, 20,
25 games. 25 games.
20, something like that.
And he did the same knee hit to someone on Anaheim in the beginning of the season. Or not at the Anaheim, San Jose in the beginning of the season.
You know what, Dean? No, I believe it. He did it to somebody on his own team.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he did. Remember, he was the one that messed up. Who's the captain of the Flyers? Why am I blanking on the forward that's always hurt?
Who is the captain?
Yes,
he's the one that originally. Who?
Couturier.
Not Giroux.
Couturier. Thank you. No, he's the one that originally hurt Couturier, messed up his knee, and he's basically had issues his entire life. He really is just terrible.
Yeah, that's another thing. Who knows? Like, hopefully Matthews recovers okay, but there's a chance like his knee could be pretty messed up for the rest of his life.
I thought injury was supposed to also be considered with this.
Is
that not the case?
Not in this case, I guess. I don't know. The guy's out for the season, and they knew he was out for the season. I think before he had the hearing,
suspension rule.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he should be suspended the rest of the season because Matthews is out for the season. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, eye for an eye," whatever. But he should have got way more than 5. Way more than 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I think Malkin's suspension was appropriate, right? And that was a violent use of the stick that did not end in any injury. Nothing.
Correct.
And now this knee on knee is I would argue equally as violent, although you're not using, a
It's
weapon
worse.
like a stick. But you tear the other player's MCL. You're intentionally trying to hurt this person. You do hurt this person. This person is now missing the entire season, and those two infractions are the same amount of games.
And when one of them has a past history, Malkin doesn't. Malkin's never has Malkin been suspended for anything?
Yeah,
if he was,
I think
it
he's
was like a game or two.
Yeah.
If he was suspended for something, it was like a game,
Slash
right?
Also.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Not
I can't remember.
The same shit.
Listen, using
does all the time.
Using a stick as a weapon is that crosses
That's
lines
big,
that you
can't
shouldn't
do
have.
That. So you got to be like, you got to throw a bunch of game to him to make sure that's.
Yeah, that's like a heat of the moment thing where he just doesn't think about it and does it. Where where Gudis is, that's a premeditated thought. He's like, I know that this guy's going to cut in me. I'm going to stick my knee out and right into his. Like I think it's worse because he clearly meant to injure him, and you can't not go through that whole process without having that thought of I need to take this guy's knee out.
Yeah, if Malkin though, I would argue that Malkin should get more games if he injured Dahlin. If he actually swung a stick,
if it was like a headshot and
he like really seriously injured him and he's missing time, then I think that should be more than 5 games also. But everything ended up being okay. It was a stupid mistake that you cannot do with your stick.
Yeah,
and he got 5 games, and it's completely reckless. He got 5 games, okay, but if he took the guy out for like Gudis did for the season, this player's lost for the entire season, then
10 games.
It should be it should be at least.
You start with 10 games.
Yes, at least. You can't have that. You cannot have like 5 games is nothing for a player. Absolutely nothing. 5 games and you're trying to get this stuff out of the game. Like
right now, that's like the way the schedule is. That's 1 week, and Gudis they don't lose. And I don't care that he's their captain.
That's all you're missing.
I don't care that he's their captain. They don't Anaheim doesn't. I can't imagine they're losing much with him not in their friggin' lineup for 5 games.
They're not. They're actually gaining. Yeah. There's no way that he's not the worse than the player that they would put in. So
he's it's 26 games that he's been suspended over his career, and for fuck's sakes, the guy even hit somebody dirty in the Olympics. He took out Crosby. So
that
it's
wasn't. I wouldn't call that one dirty. I think that was kind of more awkward than anything else. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for that one.
I get that, but still, it's when someone has a history of doing something like that, they're smart enough to also make it look
he
like
often
it wasn't intentional. He does often cross the line. So
when he was on Tampa, he did that shit all the time. He would do stupid stuff all the time, and I think that was like one of the reasons like we can't take this guy anymore. He's gone. They got rid of him. He was doing
this is now
shit like this all the time.
2 significant knee injuries he's caused in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's not cool. And the league just bumbles these decisions.
And Connor McDavid came out and obviously
a couple years, and then what? He's going to get 6 games, 7 games.
Yeah.
When he does it again in a couple years,
probably 5 again.
Yeah, but the
good thing in 5 games.
I think maybe one of the good things that comes out of this is when you have a player like Connor McDavid. I know he's represented by the same agent, so that helps here. Yeah. But when you have a player like that come out and be like, "This has to be looked at. Like this can't be like players are fed up because they see that happen to their friends and brethren by players that are obviously much less talented, and you have a big player go down. Yeah, but you have a big player go down, and it looks bad for the league. And he's now. It's good that he's come out and said stuff about it because it doesn't make any sense.
What if Toronto was having like a really good season? What if they were in like first place and having a really good season, challenging for a cup, and then this happens? Like the league is going to be. I mean, either way, they're upset about this, but like they want these players to be playing and bringing in viewers.
People pay to see these players play.
Absolutely, and now you're taking out basically one of the faces of the league. And
this league is so across the board. I mean, the amount of things that we can just isolate this season in general. The amount of things that the league is doing so poorly in just this season, it's just like we say, best sport, worst league. But like, part of me does. I don't even understand how this league is successful, to be honest with you, because of how badly they handle almost everything. I mean, the officiating, the reviewing of the officiating, the suspensions, the protection of players, the financials, everything about it is just I don't understand how they're like succeeding in spite of the friggin' idiots who are running the damn league.
We still don't
what
know
is
what
goalie
interference.
I was just going to say that to him. What is goalie interference? Because
we don't know.
That was crazy.
So
what was that Lions goal? Or not Lion? It was Huso's goal this past weekend, where Stutzla comes in direct contact with him, and they call it a goal. And you're like, what in holy hell?
I saw that. I'm like, this is counting. This is gonna. I've seen less than that it was called a goal originally, and they overturned it. I don't
even Stutzla didn't even celebrate. He just Stutzla went right to the bench and was like sulking. Yeah,
he knew. He's like, oh god, they're absolutely overturning this.
You can't make this shit up.
It's crazy. I don't know. I honestly think they're just flipping a coin or something at wherever they're reviewing these and be like, oh, landed on tails this time. That's a goal. Tails never fails.
At this point, it's becoming. It's always a conspiracy theory, but they're not doing themselves any favors to say that they're taking any hand in the betting of these freaking game outcomes.
No,
because because there's literally both ways. Whether it is goaltender interference or isn't goaltender interference, it's the just complete bizarre inconsistency. There's no rationale behind any of it at all. Mm-hmm. So it's just like you don't have any freaking idea what's going to happen. And now also something that's lesser under the radar is kicking motion. Pucks kicked into the net with kicking motion. Also, no freaking idea what is and what isn't.
And we thought we had it bad in the late 90s with being in the crease.
Yeah, the crease. But at least that was black and white.
Well, let's talk about
literally like
crease.
You're in the crease, it's no goal.
But at least you knew.
Let's talk about in the crease because
you knew. It was terrible, but you knew.
Shorts guy with a great transition. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The two hottest teams in the NHL right now, the Buffalo Sabres and the Dallas Stars.
And Columbus.
Buffalo, they're two, but Buffalo's 9-1. Columbus is they're 5-1-4 in their last 10. But Dallas 9-0-1. They are creeping up on Colorado for one of the first times in the league in the season. Could there be a possible rematch? Do you think? Obviously, we think highly of Dallas, also Colorado. But do you think that highly of Buffalo?
No, but you never know. At this point,
you never know.
I think the East is kind of a crapshoot.
So
yeah.
So I think
Buffalo does have the third highest plus-minus differential in the East. Their goalies have been pretty decent. They obviously the offense. You could see they have 235 goals. They're one of the better goal-scoring teams.
My problem with Buffalo is, like I say, I brought it up in the past with some other teams, Carolina being one of them. Can this hot streak that they're on right now, can their system, and Shorts guy, I've said this in the past years, I am not a believer in Lindy Ruff. Can their system win them a 7-game series? I do not believe that that's the case.
We're going to find out.
I could obviously be proven wrong. And obviously the teams that enter the playoffs and these hot streaks always to do the best. But that being said, Carolina also, always winning basically the Metro every single season. Not every season, but, oftentimes winning the Metro, one of the favorites to come out of the East, and just can't get it done because they can't succeed in a 7-game series when coaches can adjust. So I guess it depends. It depends on the matchup, who they end up playing, and the coaching, and if they can match up. But also, are they for real? Do they have the roster and the squad? I don't know. It's weird that I find it weird that they're doing so well, but that's also, Lindy Ruff is almost like he's turning into like a Gallant almost, where he comes in, team's super hot, and then right off a cliff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Dallas, though, I think Dallas could very well make it out of the West, but
they are so good.
I think I do think the East is wide open enough that Buffalo could potentially pull it off.
Yeah, that would be wild. That would be JJ would
lose his mind.
He would
ending
lose
the curse.
his mind.
Yeah, ending the playoff curse.
14 years and you go to the Cup.
And then you win the Cup.
Crazy.
Imagine.
And
wow.
or win the Cup. That would be friggin' nuts.
I hope JJ put down a future on this team because that would be fantastic.
Should have.
We
should have put down for him.
And then Billy Dean, that leaves no one but your Jets.
I know. It is great. I want them to have to record. I want a 15. I want 15 years and then get in the playoffs the following year. This way they set the record and just really give it to us good. Buffalo Sabres.
They'll give it to you.
Oh, they will. They always give it to me. Buffalo Sabres, Tampa, Montreal, 1, 2, and 3 in the Atlantic. Metro, you got Carolina, Pittsburgh, and the Islanders. Islanders still going strong with Matt Schaefer. It's basically the New York Matt Schaefers because the rest of the team fucking stinks. Although I should say Sorokin has had a very good year.
They're one of the luckiest damn teams in the world.
They are
winning that goddamn lottery and getting him.
Yeah,
they had no business.
Well, you know what? You know what really sucks? He should have been a San Jose Shark. And could you imagine Schaefer and Celebrini together?
Yeah.
Oh my god. By the way, Macklin Celebrini, I think he's my heart candidate. If they make the playoffs, he's got 55 more points than the next highest player on his team. He has been lights out ridiculous, and it's pretty damn impressive.
They got to make the playoffs, though. You can't be like this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Not make the playoffs.
Boston and Detroit are the wild cards right now, with Columbus and the Senators right behind them at 1 and 3 points respectively. Western Conference, Colorado, Dallas, and the Wild. Once again, Dallas 3 points behind Colorado, so they're coming up on their heels. Pacific, this is the worst
division.
No division since they opened to 4 has ever had a division winner under 100 points. They might not have anybody hit 90 points. That's how bad this division is. Anaheim, Vegas, and Oilers are all 76, 77, 76, and 75. With Utah and the Kraken falling up the wild card, and San Jose Sharks at 70 points, one behind the Kraken.
None of them look
good. It is beyond
none of them
word.
look good. No one's been on a hot streak. Vegas looks, and we were talking about. I think we were talking about the other day. Vegas looks. I think they're going to be in some trouble in a few years because they are. If you guys watch them and watch them closely, they are slow. They are a very slow team, and they are just turning into. I mean, we've seen them live, and but now I guess I don't know if it's aging or what it is, and they have no system. They have no prospects. They trade everything away and just kind of trade it for mid-20s players like a Tomas Turtle and guys like that. But I think they're gonna run into an issue where eventually it's just going to catch up to them. They're going to have nothing on the horizon, and I don't know if they can just keep trading away picks for these mid-20s guys that are already developed basically because they don't want to develop any of their players.
Yeah.
Well, Rasmus Anderson's already in his 30s, right? Is he 31, 30, something like that? 31, 32? I think he's 30, at least 30, right?
They're basically not picking in the first round until the 2030s at this point, with everything that they've traded.
Anderson's
away.
90s. Anderson's 29.
Oh shit. Okay. Still. But.
Yeah. No, I don't see. I mean, I think they're going to be in some trouble soon. But they are. I mean, they were considered a contender for almost the majority of the season, and now, I mean, they are horribly unimpressive. If they win that division, I guess it's just because it just goes to show what the rest of the division is like. But
you think Pietrangelo made that much of a difference?
I mean, look at. I mean, you could make the argument yes, because look at what happened to St. Louis after he left St. Louis. Because I'm pretty sure did they miss the playoffs the following season after they won the cup?
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah, they really haven't done anything since they won the cup.
You had one hot run by a goaltender, and that pretty much was the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I don't know that I don't think Pietrangelo's saving this team. I mean, Mitch Marner and Jack Eichel, and beyond them, I mean, You still got Mark Stone, still great. You got guys that are skilled and good players, but they look like they're skating through friggin' mud.
Yeah. We talked about quickly the Calgary, Edmonton, and Prague hosting the 28 World Cup. So that would possibly involve 8 teams. And Bettman said that, you never know if Russia could be a part of that, which you hope for the players that they are involved, because there's some really good players that missed out on some pretty good tournaments. And that Russia team would be a medal contender. But they have not ruled that out yet.
Committing an unprovoked war, then maybe you should
well,
probably stop that.
Yeah, well, then with those parameters in place, then we shouldn't be allowed to be in it either.
Oh,
I agree. There are a couple other countries that are bordering that status. Yes.
Yeah. Which you can make the argument that we shouldn't be in the World Cup either, but it's if it's good for one country, it's got to be good for all.
Yeah, agreed.
I wouldn't compare yet, but I can see the argument.
Close.
Hey, what I do know there, Guy, is one of us in this podcast is going to be one of the most successful Winter Olympians for Peru of all time. Yep. And it's going to be you. And whatever it is you decide to qualify in.
At the age of 47.
Peru's one-man curling team. Actually, no, you and Daniel can do doubles in curling.
Yeah.
Doubles curling. I like it.
I think you should do double skeleton.
Yeah, the double skeleton.
Just a couple big injuries. One coming back, Malkin coming back for Penguins against the Avs, right, Steven?
Suspension, not injury. Yeah.
Well, yeah, yes, right. But to the injury, we just obviously talked about Austin Matthews, but Draisaitl missing some time for the Oilers on the hit by Weissblatt, which was clean. He got shooken up pretty bad.
Got him good.
So we'll see what happens
did you
there.
Did you see the reaction after he was hit like that?
Yeah, they went right after him.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody. Yeah, that's what another thing. Like people were like,
"Clean hitter, no, I get it, but you want your
guys
to
like,
stick up."
Yeah, they were like, "Did you want Nylander to go in and start to try to fight Gudas on his own?" It was like, no, you want all 4 of the guys on there to run and jump on him, and all 4 of them get kicked out. Like that's what you want.
Do something.
Like, I'm not asking for Nylander to get his ass kicked by Gudas, at center ice. Like that's not that doesn't make sense. But all 4 of you could have easily tackled him and just rabbit punched him. Like that would have been fine.
Yeah.
Just let him know you're there.
Bite him. Ankle bite.
Bleed all over him. Let him know you're there.
Yeah.
Punch him in the brown. Right? Is that what they say?
Right in the ass. Right in the ass. A couple stars of the week. Odger. Yeah. Odger was pretty good, 3-0. Jimmy Snuggerud and Alexei Lafreniere getting the first star, 5 goals. He's had a pretty good turnaround since the Olympics.
Future TBL?
Yep, future TBL.
Know it.
Coming. TBL.
Connor McDavid, 114 points, McKinnon 109, and Cooch 106, with Draisaitl and Celebrini just outside of the 100 mark. Goals, obviously, we talked about Nathan McKinnon, 44. He's 5 ahead of Cole Caulfield. Once again, a U.S.-born player that didn't get to make the Olympic team.
He should be polishing
plus minus
right now.
He should be.
Should be.
Plus minus, Nathan McKinnon, plus 57. We still have the same old guy leading the negatives, and that would be one Utah Mammoth, now Utah Mammoth, former Calgary Flame, Mackenzie Weegar at minus 37.
Yeah, I think he's also been a -2 since he joined Utah.
That's pretty good.
He's a minus.
By the way, speaking of plus minus, I mean, I know he's not going to win it, but I really do think what word am I looking for? Dark horse. Norris Trophy to Lane Hudson. I mean, his stats across the board are fantastic. His goals, assists, points, plus minus, all fantastic. Time on ice, fantastic.
Yeah, no, he's been.
Even in Montreal, I feel like he's really not. He's really still flying under the radar. I mean, he came in last year and he won the Calder. But I feel like there really isn't a whole lot of talk about him this year, and he's really, really doing well.
Yeah, he's 67 points, tied for third with Makar and Quinn Hughes. Werenski's just ahead of him with his 20 goals. I think Werenski's probably the choice at the moment.
Yeah.
But Evan Bouchard, 77 points. He's 10 ahead of the next guy, but he just doesn't play any. He's going to get close to 90 points, and without playing defense, that's what's going to bite him in the ass. But yeah, Werenski 20 goals, and we obviously saw him in the Olympics just be a beast. So I would say my bet's on Werenski, but yeah, Lane Hudson's a good choice. Same thing with Makar. I don't think they'll do Hughes this year just because he did switch teams. People don't seem to like that all that much.
I think Schaefer's probably going to be included in there. Right?
I think Bouchard has a chance if he finishes, really high.
He'd have to get
the
up.
second best guy.
He's got
a lot of
14 games.
A lot of these years, it's who's ever the highest scoring defenseman. They get it no matter what.
He's got 14 games. If he gets close to 100, I could see him taking it.
I think they'll give it. It's kind of like that award and like the Jack Adams award is just like given to whatever coach is,
Yeah, Lindy Ruff's going to win it.
Yeah, like I think it's either Ruff or your guy Muse.
I think Muse definitely should, but it's whoever
team. It's whatever team was not
the biggest
points
difference. Yeah,
and does
the
something.
biggest points
that
differential.
Guy gets coach of the year.
Yeah.
Cole Hudson, brother of Lane, signed his entry contract with the Capitals. He's probably going to be the next offensive dynamo there. He's very good young player. Comes out of BC.
Defenseman, right?
Yeah, or sorry, BU. Defenseman. Correct. Yep. He actually his bonus structure is higher than all but three guys. It was Schaefer, Makar, and someone else. I think actually his brother, Lane. So they're expecting big things from him, even starting this season. So maybe see him up, soon. And he had 22 assists at BU, 32 points. Good player, 5'10", but they need that offense in there, especially after giving up Carlson. So be interesting to see what happens. You guys got anything else you want to chat about, or?
How shitty free agency is going to be in the season, in the offseason?
Oh, it's going to be horrible. What's his name? Re-signed 8 years by 8. That's Schultz. Yeah. So that's who do we have left?
It's like it's going to be so bad. The best or one of the best free agents going into this summer is Darren Radish.
Possibly a 30-year-old Alex Tuck.
This offseason is going to be.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
He's like one of your headliners. It's terrible.
Yeah. I don't like it, but we'll see.
I'm thinking there's going to be some trades, though. I think there's going to be trades. The signings
I hope it gets
are going to be boring, but I think there's going to be some trades.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have Trocheck. You're going to have some other guys like that, guys that weren't dealt in the trade dedeadline that are going to go. I think we're going to
have another offseason without offer sheets as well.
That's the thing.
I was going to say, watch this season be the off season where there's a dumb offer sheet.
Well, all right. So here, I'll throw this out to you guys. If you were a team, what would, especially a team with cap, what would stop you from offering Connor Bedard $20 million a year?
4 first-round picks.
Yeah, but you're going to get.
That's what's stopping you.
But you want one of those guys to become Connor Bedard. You think you get a 1 in 4 chance? Like, would you rather take Connor Bedard or do the 4?
Have you? But just have you ever heard of a trading for a player and giving the team 4 first-round picks? Like, that's just it's completely unheard of. It's not going to happen.
Happened for him and right?
What was it, back in the 90s? Was that 90s? I mean, maybe you have. So I'm not gonna say impossible. I just find it very unlikely that Bedard or Jason Robertson are offer sheeted and somebody's willing to give away 4 first-round picks. I don't. Especially a team that has the cap space to pay those guys are the guys who aren't necessarily immediately contending. Like Pittsburgh, for example, could afford to throw a massive offer to both those players. But are you going to give up 4 first-round picks in the state that they're in now?
If I'm the Rangers, I would absolutely do it.
You're not gonna.
we have
first round pick. I mean,
hold on. So like the way I'm looking at it, we have $30-something million in cap, right? You put $20, 20 on them. So yeah, that hurts. 20 million. You know what I'm saying? But this draft, you have a top 5 pick. It's who knows? Like one of those players is not expected to be Connor Bedard.
Chicago's going to match. Okay, Chicago's going to match.
Dallas going to hurt them.
Dallas won't be able to. Dallas will not be able to.
Well, I wouldn't drop 20 on Robertson, but
no, but like if you're going to offer say 13 million, 13.5, something like that to Robertson, they're not going to be able to do it. But then you're going to have to give up. Robertson, he's a good age. He's was he 27, 26, 27, something like that. So he's in his prime. So it's a good contract. I mean, Penguins have the money. Would I pay 13.5 to get Jason Robertson over here? Absolutely. Would I give up 4 first-round picks for him? I don't think so, because I don't think even with Robertson, I don't think that alone makes him a Stanley Cup contender. So you're still gonna, you have the chance of missing the playoffs. So you're still essentially potentially giving up, high picks.
Right, so
even if it's 10 to 15.
There are 2 other teams. I'll throw 2 other teams out there, and one was actually to be your Pittsburgh Penguins. You're in the Crosby window still. Malkin, same thing. Like, if you added a Bedard and you drop 4 first-round picks, like, you're trying to win now. You wouldn't do that?
Yeah. Maybe, but I like the strategy that Dubas is doing. So me personally, this is just me personally. I'm not a GM. I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm talking about here, but like, I think 4 first-round picks for Connor Bedard or Jason Robertson is it's a little steep.
I think it's Bedard. I think it would have to be Bedard because he's the one that could utterly change your franchise. I don't think Robertson does that.
He could potentially be another. He was supposed to be another Crosby, or somewhere in that echelon, right? And he's doing better, but I don't know.
What if you're a Buffalo Sabres or a New York Islanders?
Well, the thing is with Chicago, I find this to be an impossible situation because I think Chicago's going to match no matter what.
Just match. 20 million is a big ticket.
It's a big ticket, but they had what the hell else do they have? They're not. They're going to pay him whatever the hell he wants. So if he 1,000% is like, listen, I'm out of here.
I don't want to be
here anyway. Not 20, but he might get up there anyway from them.
But he wouldn't have and he wouldn't have a choice if somebody offers sheets like Chicago matches. He's there.
He could just make himself miserable.
Not that he would have a say. Yeah, I mean, and then, but he also, I don't think Bedard wants to. I think he wants to get paid, but I don't think he wants to sign to like an immovable contract.
Yeah.
Just in case Chicago is completely miserable.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, we can all agree that it's great that Corey Perry is once again a Tampa Bay Lightning.
We can.
I don't know if we all can agree on that.
We can. I think most of us agree. Yeah.
I think
9 out of 10 Schwims agree.
My cranberry raspberry Burt
I'm
Mills.
not agree to that.
Go to Burt Mills. Check it out.
You're the 10.
Very good. 4 or 5.
What am I doing? Oh, my gin's good.
You're right.
4 or 5. 4
or 5.
4.0.
I gotta go.
Shorts Guys Water was a great 5. Schwim, take her home.
I love my water.
I'm gonna do what I did last time or a couple times ago. I hate my team. I hate my life. I'm going to bed.
I love Corey Perry.